So this is the first time I am on the Ducati Desert X. The previous adventure motorcycle which I had ridden was a Triumph Tiger. The Desert X has got 6 riding modes. I think it is Sport, Touring, Road and Wet. Those are the 4 riding modes. There are 2 more riding modes, which is Off-Road, which is Rally and Enduro. 6 riding modes. That's a lot. But there is plenty of review regarding all the good things which motorcycle offers. This one comes in as a standard with the steering damper and fuel gauge up here, gear mode, Ducati wheelie control 3, traction control 6, ABS 3, engine brake control 2. So I got all the goodies which the Ducati bike offers. There's a slight amount of play in the throttle, I think, but that's okay. Feels a little top heavy, but that's absolutely okay. What I'm going to find out is that whether Ducati Desert X will serve as the first adventure motorcycle for you, especially when you're transitioning from a road rider to an adventure motorcycle rider. Most of the reviews which we can find in the YouTube and the internet is that this is a perfect road going adventure motorcycle compared to everything out there. So we'll find out if that statement is true and whether this will serve as the first adventure motorcycle. Definitely not cheap, but this is Ducati's take on the adventure segment. This is inspired by the Cagiva Elephant model. Back in the 1980s, I think Ducati was owned by Cagiva, and this motorcycle is inspired from the Cagiva Elephant model. Got the round headlamps, the white colors. So as a first time adventure motorcycle rider, whether this will work for me, we'll find out. But I would like to take the opportunity to thank Ducati Veli Sungabulo to make the test ride happen. The engine which is on Desert X is borrowed from the Hypermotard. There's the same engine on Multistrada V2. It's the same engine on Monster. Same engine on the Monster SP. It's a versatile engine. It makes only 110 horsepower, doesn't make a lot of power. When BMW GS started, it started off with 110 horsepower. I think 110 horsepower is plenty for an adventure segment. I'm pretty sure the different modes which is offered on this motorcycle have variable configurations of power delivery. I'm not really sure how much does the touring Ducati Desert works perfectly. Touring probably have the full amount of 110 horsepower at its disposal. So the motorcycle picks up pretty well. And when I'm transitioning from a Hypermotard to this one, I feel very much at home. There is no issues whatsoever. I feel it's a little top heavy, but if I want to stand up and ride, oh, it's perfect. Standing up and riding is perfect as far as I'm concerned. Potholes, all of that get easily absorbed, no issues whatsoever. So if I had to transition from a road-based rider and a track-based rider to an adventure motorcycle, yeah, this probably will be my first choice. it being a Ducati offers a premium price point, but that is because you got premium components on this motorcycle. I cannot think of another adventure motorcycle with having twin disc Brembo in it. I cannot think about one, but this one have a 320mm twin disc Brembo 4-piston caliper, and it provides plenty of stopping power. You don't feel any imperfections on the road as far as I'm concerned. Most of the reviews what I saw on internet and YouTube is that this Desert X makes a perfect road going adventure motorcycle. That's what I read, and I completely agree to that. I feel very much at home. The only thing is that the handle is a little high, but that's what it facilitates with the standing up and riding. So right now I'm standing up and riding. It's perfectly okay. And does it register any kind of wobbling? Not at all. Nothing. It feels very much planted as far as I'm concerned. It's very planted. It gives you a lot of confidence. It runs on Pirelli Scorpion ST tires. So we're on the highway. If we had to open up the throttle, at 150 I feel perfectly okay. At 150 kilometers per hour I feel perfectly okay. The windshield in the front does a good job. I don't feel my helmet waving towards the back. The brakes is good feel. I like it. So if I had to transition from a road going rider to an adventure motorcycle, will I choose a Desert X? Yeah, I'll definitely choose a Desert X. Will I choose a Triumph Tiger, or will I choose KTM 890? I think I'll still go for the Ducati Desert X. The road manners of this adventure motorcycle is very good. It's really good in my opinion. And I don't feel wind buffeting. I do not feel, in my opinion, the windshield is perfect. Windshield is perfect, and for a taller rider it could be different. I being 5'10", I feel perfectly okay. The position of the windshield and it's deflecting the wind, for me, I feel pretty good. It's raining. Sorry, if I decide to get on to off-road adventure style of riding, yeah, I think I'll definitely put my money on the Desert X. It's 202 kilograms dry, and it's 220 plus kilograms wet. feels a little top heavy, but you don't feel its impact at all when you get moving. The same how you feel on the scrambler. It's only 77 horsepower, but once you get the motorcycle going, you don't feel any weight at all. Oh yeah, it feels very planted on the road, no problem. Taking a corner at 100 kilometers an hour, it feels okay. The road is good. The tires is not really a fully road-based tire. It's maybe 80% road and 20% off-road tire. But as far as this motorcycle is concerned, it gives you plenty of confidence. In my case, I'm feeling pretty confident with riding this motorcycle. I feel pretty confident in riding an adventure motorcycle for the second time. Oh yeah, can I stand up and ride? Oh yeah. You know what? This motorcycle feels very much at home with standing up and riding. You know what? Yeah, I think it feels more planted. It feels more at home, in my opinion, standing up and riding. Well, I'm only going through the tarmac at this point of time, but I'm sure this will feel really good when you take it off-road and to the elements. I'm pretty sure. But there's one thing which I agree to everyone who says that this is one of those adventure motorcycle feel very much at home on the tarmac. And I completely agree to that. When you are on the hypermotard, you tend to avoid any kind of potholes, and here you don't really have to worry about the potholes. It just glides through it. I did not, and it's absolutely okay, in my opinion. So, do I like the Desert X? Yeah, I do like the Desert X. Does it make an ideal motorcycle when I'm transitioning from a road-based rider to an adventure rider? Oh yeah, definitely yes. Once you get going, you don't really feel the weight at all. Even on road, 110 horsepower and 200 kilograms of weight seems pretty okay. I think KTM probably offers better power to weight ratio, but I think on the road 110 horsepower is plenty. I did not take it beyond 150 kilometers an hour. This is not about doing 200 kilometers per hour on the tarmac. This is meant to be out there in the wild, in the nature, so that you can enjoy the outdoors. And for that purpose, I think this makes a great motorcycle. To be there in the outdoors doing the adventure type of riding, I think this makes it pretty good. And occasionally, if you are taking it through the tarmac, this feels very planted and stable. So yeah, I think this makes a good first beginner's adventure motorcycle, and it's confidence inspiring. I'm glad that Ducati Veli Sungai Buloh offered the opportunity to do a test ride. So this color scheme is called as matte satin gray, and it's a 3000 ringgit extra, which Ducati says that it's inspired by Audi RSQ e-tron, which is Audi's fully electric RS vehicle which completed the Paris-Dakar Rally recently. It has got the steel tubular trellis frame. This one has the L-twin Tesla Strata engine, produces 111 horsepower at around 9000 rpm, and it produces about 96 newton meters of torque as low as 6200 rpm. Over here it has got the adventure foot pegs. This is more wider in nature. You can remove the rubber and make it adventure ready. The brake pedal, it's adventure ready already, but you can adjust it depending upon your preference. You pull it, turn it and release it, and depending upon your preference you can tend to adjust this around. Now this engine guard is metal, but if you're planning to really take it off-road, you definitely have to get the engine guard which is offered by Ducati. That will cost you extra. This has a ground clearance of 250 millimeter, so that's quite good, and that's needed especially because this is an adventure motorcycle. It's Kayaba forks. It's 46 millimeter in diameter. It's fully adjustable. It's an upside down fork with 230 millimeters of travel, and that's required because this is meant for off-road usage and long travel. So 21-inch wheels in the front. It's got cross-spoked wheels, and it's wrapped around with Pirelli Scorpion Rally STR tires, and these are tubeless tires. That's definitely good on the Ducati's part to get this one for their adventure motorcycle. The twin discs are 320 millimeters in diameter, and it's a Brembo M50 monoblock radially mounted 4-piston calipers. So whatever you see on this motorcycle is standard. So it comes with the radiator guard. It doesn't have an engine head guard. A buyer will have to probably get an engine head guard as a part of an accessory. And in the front it's got LED lights. These are the two DRLs, or daytime running lights, but the headlights are LED. When you are getting this motorcycle road ready, and if you are planning to take it off-road, make sure you have a mesh grille to protect the sensitive headlight. You can buy that as an accessory. The indicator sticks out. I'm not really a fan of indicators sticking out, but it is what it is. The quick shifter comes as standard on this one, up and down quick shifter standard, and it's got wider foot pegs for you to enable standing and riding this, and you can remove the rubber and make it full adventure on. The same applies for the rear foot peg too. The rear shock on this motorcycle is also Kayaba, and it has got about 220 millimeters of travel, and it's fully adjustable. And coming back over here, it's a chain drive, and it's got 15 sprockets in the front and 49 sprockets at the rear, and it's a double-sided swing arm. So it's an 18-inch wheel with Pirelli Scorpion Rally STR wrapped around it. Again, it's spoke wheels. It is cross spokes where the spokes are coming out towards the side of the rim, so that's really good. And on this side it's got a Brembo 2-piston 265 mm single disc and double swing arm, and the silencer is from Ducati. Ducati will let you buy an auxiliary fuel tank which has a capacity of 8 liters. That comes over on this side as well as this side of the motorcycle. Again, that comes as an accessory. The fuel tank on this one is 21 liters. That's really good for an off-road motorcycle. I have a hypermotard that has around 14.5 liters. So in this motorcycle, the main fuel tank is 21 liters, and if you want to put an auxiliary fuel tank of about 8 more liters, that gives you about 29 liters of fuel. That's plenty for you to travel around in any part of the globe. The seat height on this motorcycle is 875 millimeters as standard, but you can get taller seat with a height of 890 millimeters. And if you want a shorter seat height, a seat height of 860 millimeters is also available for to purchase. But if you are again vertically challenged and you really want to get this, there is a even shorter seat height of 845 millimeter with lower suspension settings. And thank you for watching.